Orlando Pirates player Thabang Monare has announced that he is starting a new business. So be kind enough to support him. So you want to know where and how, then please stick around because I'm going to tell you exactly that. Dr. Ivan Khoza, the Absa Premiership or the PSL chairman, has said this to say: we pay high salaries in this league. Now, there is another man that was speaking during the Kaizer Chiefs thing when he said some of the salaries that are being paid to players in this league are actually equivalent to what other players are getting abroad. So you could tell that the salary of Kick and Dole is basically matching some other players in the top league in France and other leagues. Wow, I thought that is interesting. So if you are interested to search, then stick around, and if you are not, then move, please pass, because I'm going to talk about what I've mentioned exactly. Now, to those that will stick around, please do subscribe, like the video, comment on the comment section below. Subscribe because I give you authentic and genuine news. And also, guys, I would like you to support a certain YouTube channel, so I will leave their link in the video description below. And in this YouTube channel, they are profiling celebrities, telling you where they came from, the money they have, the cars they drive, all the stuff, and then you will see that in the video section below. Now let's jump into Thabang Monare's new adventure. Wow. Now, the South African.com are the one that captured his Instagram post and then compiled it for us. Orlando Pirates Thabang Monare has shown emerging youngster how it is done. The midfielder has announced the opening of a barbershop business. So, knowing the football career is short, many DStv Premiership footballer may still be looking for business ideas to unleash, but not Monare. The Embalent born player took to Instagram to announce he has made his move to prevent starvation once his career comes to close. The 32-year-old confirmed the opening of SK Barbershop. For those who are exciting to go get their heart at the Orlando Pirates spot, the business is located at 100 Sour Street, Monaheng section, Katlehong. Well, if you are not living in Katlehong, that's bad news for you, but for me, I can tell you that Monaheng is just next to me. So yeah, and those who are staying around Katlehong, guys, you need to support the man. How? Whether you support Orlando Pirates or not, but let's just look at the fact that he is a human being after all. You know, it has got nothing to do with which team he supports. Let's support him because it is a good cause. We don't want to laugh at him when he is no longer playing. So let's just be honorable. Let's just be, you know what I'm saying, members of society that thinks for one another and support one another. Let's get into what Mr. or Dr. Ivan Khoza had to say when he spoke about the DStv Premiership being one of the leagues that pays high salaries. He has got this to say: the important thing is, in as much as we have been debating this issue, is that this is not our responsibility. We pay top salaries to players. Wow, we pay top salaries to players. But there is a human element that comes with it. The parenting element. You are important stakeholders that cannot be left without being given support. We have to appeal to our corporate partners, in particular MultiChoice, to assist us. It will help players to understand that and know how to manage their money even while they are still playing, but they will also have their career choices. We wanted to make Monday an off day for our players to pursue school or coaching. However, the clash of fixtures and dates, it is not easy to do that. The cause is a reflection of our side that we don't get enough people with experience in the industry. When they finish playing, they get lost. We are excited about this program. We believe our players will benefit immensely from the program, and the skills they learn will serve them and well into the future after football. Now, I think that is interesting, But another important thing to note here is the fact that the league pay high salaries. So the question is that why do people get broke if the league pays such high salaries? To those that don't believe, the league, the PSL league, usually guys, it's the one of the league that pays high. Hey guys, the league pays high. Now, another man has compared the salaries of PSL to certain clubs overseas. Now, agent Mike Macabre given his insight into how some of the salaries of local players compared to those in Europe, saying the top earners may earn as much as those who play for smaller teams in France or Spain. Over the years, South African players who have been linked with moves abroad have stayed in the PSL, earning big money, which gives them a fairly good life. Recently, Teboho Mokoena was linked with a move to a Belgium outfit Anderlecht, but ended up in the colors of Mamelodi Sundowns. Okay, so agent Mike Macabre had this to say. He was speaking during this Khoza Psl thing. I can tell you now that our top earners in the country can only earn that money plus more at a handful of clubs outside of the top 5 leagues in Europe. Also, a few of the five top league in Europe. I am not talking about English Premier League or the German Bundesliga, but maybe the smaller club in France or smaller clubs in Spain. I think the top earners in the country will earn as much as the lower earners of those leagues in Europe. In terms of that, it is significant when it comes to movement in Europe. It's a complex and tough industry. Macabre was speaking to Soccer Laduma. Now, it became difficult, but also depend on how well that player has looked after himself. Bernard Parker is one of them. Siaba Manomvete was one. Roy Mahamudza was another one. If a player is injury free and is constantly playing 90 minutes, age becomes a lot less problematic. Where age becomes problematic is when a player is prone to being on the sidelines through injuries. Maybe he is not playing as consistent as before. Then it becomes a bigger challenge. But we have done a number of deals for players in their 30s who have been successful, and not only have they signed one year deal, but they have signed 2 or 3 years deal. Another guy, what's the take about this topic? Ne? He's talking about Spain. In Spain, you've got the likes of Barcelona, you've got the likes of Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, and the list goes on. And then in France, I think you've got Rangers. I'm not sure. Yeah. Then he's saying that the league pays high salaries such that we are able to match those teams out there. And then I know I've got this YouTuber. I'm not gonna name this YouTuber. She doesn't believe that players earn the money that we usually talk about. But I told her the other day that no. These guys earn a lot. The monies that you see there, you might find that sometimes it's a little bit less than what we see, because they don't sometimes reveal it the full salary. So the question is, why do our players go broke? After earning 500k a month, after earning 200k a month. Thabang Monare seems to be following the steps of Siboniso Kaka. Siboniso Kaka has just graduated into the law faculty. He is now a lawyer, though it's just 1 year left for him to be fully a lawyer. So he knows that there's life after football. So those are the players that we need to congratulate. Willard Katsande is making move. Lakila Kwat is doing the same. Timita, the last time I checked, he was okay. Life after football was moving fantastic for him. Taka Modisa on the other side is doing exceptionally well. Life after football is moving exceptionally well. Thabang Monare now is doing the same thing. What can we say about players that do earn high salaries, but at the end of the day, they don't play then, and then they end up, we end up having to donate for them. Some of them end up having to move back to their back houses, back rooms, because during the times when they had money, they were moving up, driving Polo, driving G7, moving around, with girls and staying in expensive apartments. But they forgot that there was future after football. There's a lesson that we need to learn to the likes of Siphiwe Shabalala, who started a business, 2 businesses while he was still playing football. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on of players that do positive things. But on the other hand, you've got players that, having all this information next to them, they just decide not to use them. And then when they are broke, they expect us to have sympathy for them. You earn a salary where you can afford to buy a Ford Mustang. The next thing your football career is over. You back to the, guys. There's something that we need to do for this country, especially the mindset that money. We need to understand that money is it's like an object. It is useful as long as it's in your hand, but there's a possibility that it can come out of your hand, and once it does that, then chances of you getting it back are slim if you were a high earner like your Tumeleng Kune, your Kikendoli, your Parker, your Monare, your Thabang Monare, you name the list goes on. Now, guys, let's get into the comment section below. Let us talk about the situation where, even Dr. Ivan Khoza confirms that, hey, this league pays serious salaries. But people, for some strange reasons, they are broke after football, It's so sad to hear that somebody was broke 3 months after ending his career. You ask yourself, you earn 500k, you earn 200k, you earn 50k. Even if you're earning 50k, it is enough. You should have investments. You know what I'm saying? You can start at something. You can build a property where a smaller thing. You buy a land. You put your when you buy a land that is big enough, you create something where business will come and rent. It's yours at the end of the day. The money that you can collect there, I'm telling you, you can actually, if it is a nice little shopping center, you know what I'm saying, you can collect the same 50k that you are earning right now. But players, you know what I'm saying, they're not playing. I don't know why. But let's talk in the comment section below.